Hey everyone, it's Lily here. I'm back at my regular office. I've been on about a 4-week, 5-week tour of the European continent, and then over to the United Kingdom, and then down to the Caribbean for a couple weeks. So it's been a really wonderful journey, and I've been working the whole time because I can do that. You know, I can work from wherever I am. As long as I have an internet connection and a clear signal, I can work wherever I am. So that's really cool. And so this is my office normally. I walk here every day, and while I'm on my walk, I work on things that I'm going to accomplish that day, as well as what is my mindset for the day. And that's the topic of this video. As entrepreneurs, sometimes we get so focused on what we have to do business-wise to be successful. You know, how many ads do I have to place? How much split testing do I have to do? How many sales do I need to make? What are my goals? Blah, blah, blah. So you get focused on the profit and loss, and you get focused on the numbers, and you get focused on the business activities that generate income, which is all very good, because if you don't do that, you know, you're not going to make any money. You need to do income producing activities every day. That said, however, many people just stop there. And the thing that I want to talk about is the mindset of successful entrepreneurs and just successful people in general. As I've gone through my life, I had an introduction to meditation when I was very young. I was like 17. And I used that information to help calm my mind and overcome fears and insecurities when I was younger, in high school and thereafter. But I didn't really use it as a function of a deliberate creation, meaning if I wanted to build something in my life, I didn't use my meditation as a way to calm my mind and get into a mode that was in line with that internal power, that sense of self, that vibrational alignment that lets you really create from your highest and best purpose. So when you focus on that as an entrepreneur, when you spend time every day investing in yourself, both educationally through reading and going to seminars with inspirational people who have things to teach you, you also can invest in yourself vibrationally, which is sort of a weird concept for some people. And maybe because I lived in California for so many years, it doesn't seem that weird to me, because people out there are pretty open-minded and high vibrating, and a lot of things like that occur pretty regularly out there, which is partly why I think it attracts a lot of people to that part of the world. And then there's a lot of other people who have just a negative connotation of California, who've probably never been there or been there once and don't know a lot of the people or the mentalities that you can find there. So before you knock it, maybe try it. And that said, I'm here to maybe talk to you about it so you can figure out a little bit more about what I mean. So alignment has a lot to do with, are you okay inside yourself? Are you in a satisfied place? Are you in a place of gratitude? Are you happy with where you are right now so that you can move forward to bigger and better things? Or are you constantly railing at what's not yet happening, or what has happened, or dragging the past forward with you, full of injustices and chips on your shoulder, and you're living in a place of resentment and anger and all kinds of things like that? Because the main point is not that, for you to just accept what's happened to you, to lay down and take it like a doormat. That's not the point. But injustices do happen. Things do go wrong, and what matters is how long you wallow in that, how long you are miserable about it, how long you keep telling that story. Because the more times you tell that story, the more you just bring that energy forward with you into your life, into whatever you're trying to create now. And if you're trying to create a life that doesn't have those things in it, then stop telling that story. If you're trying to create a life that's filled with success and satisfaction and enjoyment, start telling that story now. Start telling it now, even if you don't believe it. Start telling it because you can imagine how good it will feel in the having of it. That's what you want to start teaching yourself, and that's the vibrational alignment that will help you actually achieve those things. And it's not like, hey, oh, gee, I'll just get satisfied and then I don't need to work hard, then I'll just be okay where I am, so then don't have to do anything more. That's not it. It's not about settling for less. It's not about that at all. Vibrational alignment is more about being okay with where you are so that you don't bring the negative past with you into the future. Being okay with where you are means letting go of what happened before and even what's happening now. Most importantly, it's about letting go of what's happening now and focusing on what it is that you want. It's deliberate creation. It's called manifestation, and it has to do with just imagining how good things will be when you finally get there, so that you can actually get there faster than if you were to stand in your own way, stomping your foot going, it's so unfair. You shouldn't have done that to me. I shouldn't have lost all that money. I shouldn't have been fired from that job. I shouldn't have been left by that lover. My children should do what I want them to do. You know, whatever it is that's bugging you, whatever it is, it's going to keep bugging you as long as you keep telling that story. And if you go out and want your friends to commiserate with you every day that you tell that story, then you're going to attract friends who, you know, who just are happy to be miserable with you. So we want you to look for a new kind of thinking, a new way of living, and eventually you'll start to attract new kinds of people. Now, the people I work with, they're very attuned in their mindsets. They're not interested in hearing a lot of that poor me crap that everybody wants to just spew as justification for their misery. And that isn't to say that they're uncaring or unloving or have no compassion. It's not that at all. It's because they care and because they want you to rise out of that misery that they won't let you dwell in it. They don't want you to continue to tell your sad story. Which doesn't mean just, you know, don't tell it but sit at home and think about it. That's not it either. It really depends on what you do inside your head, inside your heart, inside your body, inside your vibration. You know, are you telling that story to yourself? Maybe it's not even about something someone else did. Maybe it's about things that you feel about yourself, like unworthiness, unlovability, insecurity, fear, lack of confidence. These are things that are debilitating. And, you know, sometimes as much as you need to build your business, you also need to think of your mentality and self-esteem as part of your business. So if you're building a great company, but the foundation is on shaky ground when it comes to your self-esteem, then do a little work in that area. Maybe do a lot of work. Maybe do the majority of your work there so that you can find a way to advance your progress. You can move forward faster. You can move into satisfaction more easily and stay there more readily. There are tools and tips and trainers and people who do this for a living. And then there's other people like me who just do it as a way of life. You know, I'm happy to teach you what I know. I'm happy to show you what I do. I'm happy to help you learn. And if that's something that interests you, then by all means, talk to me about it. Contact me. We can do some one-on-one. We can maybe do some webinars. I have other students who are looking for this kind of information. They never got it from their parents. They didn't get it in school. They did all the right things and accomplished everything that they thought they were supposed to do to make them happy, and then they got there, and like me, they're in their corner office and they have their corner office salary, and they're just not fulfilled in their heart. And I'm looking for people who are like that, because that's exactly where I was. I'm looking for you so that I can help you and show you and help you grow your own life and move into a place of satisfaction for whatever time that we have left on this earth. Because it's our birthright to be happy. It doesn't have to be that hard, and you deserve to figure it out. And if no one taught you before, then find someone who can, find someone who's doing it, find someone who knows what it means to be satisfied and happy, even in the face of adversity and impatience and heartbreak and grief and all the other things that life doles out. It's on that cutting edge of expansion and reality that we learn. So click my link, contact me, let's talk. I'm here for you. Lily out.